Okay guys, so hello everyone. So today I'll be doing the workings and answer for tutorial chapter 4, okay, arithmetic and geometric sequence. Okay, so we start off with question 1. Alright, we are given this sequence, so find the 10th term and then B, the sum of the first term. Okay, so okay, if you recall this formula, okay, to find the term, okay, so we want to find the 10, so T10 lah. Okay, that is the n is the number of the sequence. Okay, A is the first term, which is 2, and then plus 10, which the n is 10, you can see, minus 1. Temporal difference is as you can see, 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay, so we solve this equation. Okay, so on the 10th term, the number will be 74. Okay, then moving on to the next one, the sum. Okay, so first 10 terms, so S10. Okay. Two, and then plus plus 74. I think the suggested answer will be slightly different. They are using a different formula lah. Okay, so in the suggested answer, they are using a different formula. That one is a bit, it's not necessary. You can just use the easier one. Okay, like this one. Okay, the result should be the same. Let's have a look. Six. The 380. Okay, so it's the same. Okay, so the answer is the same. So you can just use this formula, easier. All right, then we move on to question number 2. Okay, question number 2, given the arithmetic sequence, find the 12th term, and then the sum of the first 12. Okay, this one is actually very similar to the previous one. Okay, and I think the suggested answer is also is correct lah. Okay, so this one I will skip this one. Okay, to save time, we move on. We will do the ones that is a new type of question to save time. Okay, so we will move on to question number 3. So let's see. Okay, question number 3. Okay, so we are given this sequence. Okay, this is they give us the 4 terms, but in between here we don't really know the remainder lah. Okay, so we want to find out Okay. We want to know what is the amount of terms that's available. Okay, so we can write down what we know. Okay, so we know A, which is the first term, 12. Okay, and then the sorry, and then the difference is 5 lah. Okay, the common difference is 5. Okay, for example, let's say 17 minus okay, it's 5. Then we can just input the how to say the formula. This one, the n. This one, the n is the one that we don't know. Okay, we don't know the total number of terms. Okay, and then a plus n minus 1. Okay, I just write down the formula first. Okay, we don't know the n, but what we know is we know the last term is 67. Okay, 67. But we just don't know the n. We know we don't know what is the how to say the position. Okay, because in between is unknown, right? Okay, so a we know is 12, right? Plus okay, n is unknown, we don't know. Minus 1. Common difference is 5. Okay, now we solve lah. Okay, so what we do next is I just move on here. Let me see. Okay, 12 plus. Okay, this one. This. It should be 5n. Okay, we expand the equation. Okay, 5 multiply negative 1, 5. 5 multiply n, 5n. Okay, then the plus is there, 12, right, 67. Then 5n. Okay, so this one, this negative 5, you carry forward that side, it become positive. This one is a positive, you carry over there, it becomes a negative. Okay, so what's the number? We'll solve that thing first. Okay, 60. Okay, then this one is multiply, right? It goes there, is a divide. So 12. Okay, then we know the total sequence is 12, and then the last one is 12 lah. The position is 12. Okay. All right. To create another one. I think. Okay, so the next one we are supposed to find the sum of all the terms. Okay, so we just apply the formula lah, the Sn one. Okay, if you oh, okay, the notes, they use a very different formula. They like to use the weird complicated formula, so I just choose the easy formula, okay, which is this one. I think the result should be the same lah. So let's find out. Okay, so S12 2, first term is 12 plus last one is 67. Okay, so first term is 12 here, the last one is 67. Total we calculated just now is 12. Okay. Okay, 12 Yeah, I should just solve it as a 6. This one is multiply, okay? Just to avoid confusion, maybe some of you might think, what is this one is actually basically means multiply, so I just put multiply here. Okay, 474. The result is still the same. So suggested answer, they use a a bit more longer formula, so I prefer to use the simpler version. So that is the answer for question 3. Okay. All right, moving on to the next question, question number 4. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Um, sometimes sometimes you have to pay attention because sometimes the original yeah, I forgot to mention this in class. In the suggested answer, because they included quite a lot of question, I actually filtered out some of the question. Okay, meaning that some of the very difficult question I did not include it in the tutorial, so it will never come out in the exam or midterm exam. Okay, so keep that in mind. Whatever that is in the we discuss in class or maybe in this video, okay, is the one that is the official tutorial one. Okay, and also the based on the tutorial question without the answer. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so the first one, I think this one we have should have discussed this before. Okay, never mind. We do it again just in case someone might not know how to get it. Okay, so the first monthly salary, okay, first year, without the increment. Okay, represented by A lah. Represented by A is 1,250 ringgit. Malaysia. Annual increment means every time it increases each year is represented by D, the common difference, which is 80 ringgit. Okay, makes sense, huh? Right, so now we want to know how much he received on the 10th. Okay. Yeah, how much monthly salary he received on the 10th. Now, you see, that's why I suggested answer is also a bit weird. I don't know why they did like that. Okay, it's actually quite long in the suggested answer. But what you can do is you just replace. It's actually very short and easy lah. This one. Apply the formula. Tn is a 10. Okay, and then hold on. Okay, okay. Salary in 10 year. Okay, apologies. There was someone talking to me just now. Let me see. Oh, okay. I understood. I understand now. Okay, actually we should not use T10. Okay, the reason why we cannot use T10 is because the first. Okay, this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9. Okay, after I examine a bit closer, I realized that we should not be using T10. Okay, the reason why we cannot use T10, okay, is because here there is no increment. Okay, no increment. The increment only happens here. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's why we use 9. Okay. So that's why we use 9 now, we don't use 10. Okay, then we apply the formula 1250 plus the common difference, then n 9. $720. Okay, so its answer is, yeah, it's the same as the suggested answer, but this one is much shorter lah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that is question 4. Moving on to the next question, question number 5. Okay, given that okay, the first term is 15, last one is 30, form an arithmetic progression, find the value of S, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so I think this one my working will be slightly different from the suggested answer again. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, we just write down the formula again. Tn A plus n minus 1 d. Okay, so the last term, okay, 30. The last term, A is 15 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Actually, this dot can be confusing lah. Okay, it's actually 7, 7 minus 1, but we don't know the D, right? Okay, 15 plus sorry, 6 lah, 6D. Okay, so this one we move to that side, become a minus. positive, go there minus, so 15, 30 minus 15, 15, then 60. Okay, then this 6 goes there. Okay, sometimes it's okay to switch position because used to it already lah. So 15 divided by 6, 2.5, right? So the common difference is 2.5. Okay, this one is multiply, go there, become divide. Okay, then finding the value will be easy. So first term is 15 plus 2.5. Okay, the second term, which means second term is this is S, will be 17.5. Okay, B 17.5 plus 2.5. C 20 plus 2.5 goes to 22.5. Okay, so that is the answer for question number 5. Okay, moving on to the next one is a geometric sequence. Okay, given the geometric sequence this as such, find the 8 and 10 term. Okay, okay, so what we write down what we know. So from here we know that the A is 5. First term is 5. Ratio is how much? 3. Okay, ratio is 3. Okay, 5 multiplied 3, 15. So 15 divided by 5, 3. So ratio is 3. Okay, now we want to calculate the 8 term and the 10 term. Okay, so 8 term ratio is 3. Okay, this one we just apply the formula. Okay, you can find it in the lecture notes. So in this situation, what we do is we solve this one first. Okay, remember the rules. You solve the power one first, then you multiply. Okay, if you multiply, then you do the root. That one is not correct. Okay. Okay, then the 10th term, T10, same thing. You solve, it's basically you solve is this one. Okay, you can type it in the calculator. You solve this one first, then you get this, then you multiply 5. Okay, so that is A. Now for the part B, the sum of the first atom. Okay, so for this one we use the Sn okay, use this one. So first atoms S8, first term is 5, common ratio is 3, 8 minus 1, ratio 3 minus 1. Okay. Okay, again we solve the root. Okay, 3 to the power 8, 6, 5. Okay, then you solve the one in the bracket because I don't have a lot of space, so I just let you guys know you solve this one in the bracket. Okay, so it's just minus off the 1. Okay, then you multiply by 5. Okay, so how much should we get? 3, 2, 8. Okay, it's 2. Okay, 16. Okay, so remember, that's why the rules of numeracy is very important. Okay, you solve the power to the power first. Okay, kuasa 8. Okay, and then you get this one, right? Then you solve the one in the bracket, then only you multiply. You should get this. Okay. Nice. That is question 6. Moving on to question 7. Oh, this one. Most of them so far we have managed to cover in class. Okay, but anyways, I just make this video so that's I'm kind of worried some students might not be able to catch it. So hopefully this will help. All right. So for this question, wait. Let me plan the answer first. Okay, so for this one, we write down what we know. Okay, so the formula is T n goes to AR n minus 1. Okay, so for this one, we know that the A is the savings of 1,000 ringgit. Common ratio is the interest, which is 1.08. Okay, the reason why we put a 1 here, all right, is because we want to it's a compounding. Okay, the reason why there's a 1 is because of a compound interest. Okay, it's not just the interest portion, but we want to also take into account the principal lah. Okay, you can just do your own experiments. If you use like 8%, okay, is how much is 8%? 80 lah. I think it's 80, right? Okay, it's 80. But if you put like a 1 here, it's actually 1080. Okay, so that is the reason why we have a 1. What else? Okay, the n is now the n one this one is can be a bit slightly confusing. Supposedly is 5, okay, because 5 years, but it's n of 5 years. Okay, so we'll use a 6. All right. And the reason why is because like this one in finance we always have a year 0. For example, year 0 is the 1000. So n of 5 years is typically it will still be year 5. Okay, but for this formula to work, we have to use 6. Okay, like I just kind of like illustrate it lah. Okay, so if you calculate it, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's actually, that's why we use a 6. Okay. Okay, then it's very easy. We just apply the formula 1000, which is the A, the compound interest at percent, and then 6 minus 1. Okay, so remember you solve to the power first. Okay, you should get like a 1.469, something like that. Okay, so when you multiply it, it should be 1000 to the nearest decimal point. Okay, if you put like 0.33 also okay. So that is how we solve question 7. Alright, moving on to the next one, question 8. Okay, so this one, so we write in what we know. So 10% increment, so it's the ratio. Okay. Again, we use 1.1. In this kind of a calculation, okay, when you see like it keeps on increasing 10%, for example, we always want to add a 1, okay, because it's compounding, all right. It doesn't say that it will drop, so it's assumed to be increased over the year, keep on increasing. So that's why it's just like the compound. We need to add a 1 here, okay. 10%, if you convert 10%, it's basically a 0.1, okay. But because it's on top of a current value, that's why we need to put a 1. Okay, you just kind of like remember we just need to put in this, for this application we always put a 1, so that's why the ratio is 1.1. All right, and then for A, the first one, the current price is 300. Okay, so over the period of 5 years. Okay. So for this one is let's see. Again, we solve the root, okay, the power 1.4. Okay. So you can actually double check your work. All right, you can just like kind of like put a diagram. So the current year, first year is 300. Okay, and then the second one is you just add 10%. Okay. Third one is 363. And the fifth year is okay. All of them you just like multiply. Like for example, this one you multiply 1.1, you should get this one. Same thing lah. This one you multiply 1.1, you should get this one. Okay, you can do it for the same, so it's the same. I do understand that the calculation this one is a bit different from the finance one, right? Because of the year zero, that's why you have to be careful. But luckily for this kind of a situation, you can do your own self-checking. Okay. Last question, question number 9. Okay. I think this one should be very easy, straightforward. Okay, so this one index was, so we know the index is A, current index is 60, the ratio is 2%. Okay, so 2%, remember we just put a 1 and then 0.2 is 0.02. Okay, then we just input on the 10-day. Okay, so this one n minus 1, so it's 9. Okay, so for the round up, so it should be around this number. Okay, so this one is very straightforward lah, no issue. Okay, so that's it for tutorial chapter 4. For any further queries, feel free to message me. Thanks and peace out.